Hey guys, it's Mitch. I just wanted to speak on a few things real quick. Since the death of Nipsey Hussle, I've been thinking about a lot of different things, and I tweeted the other day that there's a war on black men in this country, and it appears that a lot of people, specifically white people, don't speak out about it until something tragic happens. And I responded to somebody saying that I feel it's important for white people and white men to be allies and to speak out when they see or hear of injustices that happen within any group that they're not a part of. So it carries a type of weight, I would say, if a white man were to come out and say, this is happening, I recognize that this needs to change. Because there's not to say there's nothing to gain for that person, but there's not a agenda. They're just kind of speaking from the heart. Example, I know I have male privilege, so for me to come out and say, women, you're being mistreated, there are ways that women are being mistreated in this country, it carries a sort of weight to it because I'm not a member of that group, yet I still feel the need to speak out, because these things exist, So I feel it's important for white people, especially those that claim to be Christian, to speak out when they see any group, but right now I'm talking about, black men being mistreated. I feel like it's almost a duty of just a decent human being, but also a Christian. I pointed out, it's funny because a lot of our fans in Christian hip hop are white, and which is not a problem. There's no problem with that. It just seems that a lot of the fans are all for the artists, because a lot of the artists are black and minorities. They're all for them making music about everything that, as long as they completely agree with it and can understand it. But as soon as someone makes a song about the minority point of view, or like RG talking about immigration, or someone writing a lyric about being anti-Trump, or anything that they don't agree with or can't understand, all of a sudden there's an argument on Twitter, there's backlash, there's, we don't want this in our genre just because you don't agree. And I feel like that's so counterproductive, because let's use me as an example. I know I don't have like a ton of fans, but let's use me, right? Say you're a fan of mine and you love all the songs I make because they're about God and church and things that we can all pretty much agree about and, can understand. And I have songs like this. You hear me come out with a song saying that I dislike Trump, and I give you reasons why. Maybe I say I'm not Republican, blah, 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 I'm independent. And you come at me saying, you Christians are supposed to be Republican, and I don't agree with this. Racism isn't real. It's in your imagination, blah, blah. That, I feel like that is not being a Christian, not being a brother to me. Because whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, you coming out and saying my point of view isn't valid, or Christians need to feel this way because there's a group of people that say you have to be Republican and support Trump in order to be Christian, that is completely undermining the point I'm trying to make. It's completely putting me down as a brother, as a Christian. And the whole I'm right, you're wrong thing, that's just completely against what I think Christianity is supposed to be and how we're supposed to be a family. So whether you agree or not with what someone who's a minority is saying that their struggle is, you need to listen to the fact that they're saying it's their struggle and it exists to them, and be willing to have a conversation. At least have the conversation, not come at them and say, oh, you don't support Trump, I can't be your fan anymore. Honestly, I don't need you as a fan if you are mad at me for not supporting Trump, But anyway, that's just one of the many things I've been thinking about. A lot of our fans are white, and it's important to have fans, but at the same time, the fans need to know that we are Christians, but we're not all the same. We don't go through all the same things. We don't have the same struggles, especially for different colors and different ethnicities, different groups.